As the cow approaches calving, or parturition, she becomes nervous and restless. Labor pains begin a few hours before birth and increase in both frequency and intensity until delivery. If given a choice, most cows will attempt to calve in seclusion, away from both man and other animals. Although these signs are somewhat reliable, it is impossible to know the exact time when a cow is going to calve. Indicators such as conception date, relaxation of the ligaments around the genitalia, swelling of the vulva, swelling of the udder, and dripping of colostrum from the teats are good signs the cow is about ready to calve. When the liquid cervical seal extrudes from the vulva, the cow becomes restless and leaves the herd. She is almost sure to calve within 1 to 2 hours. She should be left alone if calving proceeds normally. If the calf has not been delivered within 3 hours, examination and assistance may be necessary. Early labor signs include standing with the tail raised and the back arched, tail twitching, and general restlessness and discomfort, which may include kicking in the stomach area. In a normal labor, this period lasts from 2 to 6 hours, but may range from 30 minutes to 24 hours or longer for heifers. The rupture of the water bag, which is filled with dark amber fluid, is followed by amnion, which is the membrane immediately surrounding the calf. The amnion is a white clear membrane. Stage 2 of the calving process is known as the delivery and is marked by the appearance of the amnion or by the feet beginning to protrude. This is the time of expulsion and actual delivery of the calf. In normal deliveries, this stage lasts from 30 minutes to 4 hours, but may be longer in young heifers. Stage 3 in the calving process is the final expulsion of the fetal membranes or afterbirth. The afterbirth usually is expelled without complications within 30 minutes to 8 hours after delivery. A strong, healthy cow will usually care for her newborn calf, especially if delivery has been normal. Determine if the calf is breathing when born. If the nostrils are covered with fetal membrane or filled with mucus fluid, they should be cleared. The normal calf should stand and nurse within 45 minutes after birth. All female vertebrates produce colostrum at birth for the newborn. Colostrum provides highly concentrated food nutrients and antibodies helpful in preventing calf diseases and digestive disorders. This calf is up and nursing colostrum from a proud first calf heifer. This healthy bull calf weighs 85 pounds. The gestation period for the ewe is 147 days, and the usual number of offspring born is 1 to 3. The age of puberty for the ewe is 7 to 10 months. Sheep do not normally suffer from the cold because of their heavy wool covering. Open sheds are excellent for housing and feeding pregnant ewes. Although the ewes can be lambed in these sheds, the newborn need an enclosed and heated room when the weather is cold. Small pens, about 4 feet by 4 feet, can be constructed for holding ewes and their lambs until they are strong enough to be put with other ewes and lambs. Lambing pens or lambing jugs can be made along a wall by wiring hinged panels together. Prior to breeding season, the rams used for breeding should be shorn, and all wool removed from the scrotum to prevent summer or heat sterility. Ewes that are found in heat are allowed 1 service each by the proper ram. Ewes normally stay in heat for 27 hours and ovulate near the end of their heat period. Thus, good managers will wait until the following morning to breed ewes that are found in heat in the late afternoon. A normal breeding season of 40 days provides a means of obtaining a lamb crop of uniform age, and also a means of locating ewes which have an inherent tendency for late lambing so they can be culled. Prior to parturition, the wool should be clipped from the dock, from the udder, and from the vulva region. The ewe that is about ready to deliver should be watched carefully. In the normal presentation, the head and front feet of the lamb emerge first. Sometimes, even with normal presentations for young ewes, assistance is required, as in this case. If the front feet are presented but not the head, the lamb should be pushed back enough to bring the head forward for presentation. As soon as the lamb is born, the membranes or mucus, which may interfere with its breathing, should be removed. The ewe and newborn lamb should be placed in a lambing jug. The lamb should be encouraged to nurse as soon as possible. The lamb that nurses and is dry can survive without difficulty if a heat lamp is provided. This lamb will begin to nurse and receive nourishment from the colostrum of its mother. The lamb can be identified by an ear tag and managed by man for efficient production of quality wool and meat products. The gestation period for the sow is 113 days, or 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days, with the usual number of offspring born being 6 to 14. The gilt, which is the young female swine, reaches puberty at 4 to 7 months. She is normally bred at 7 to 8 months of age. Successful mating is enhanced by sound management techniques and use of workable handling facilities designed to reduce stress. In recent years, scientists have made significant advances in the area of artificial insemination of swine. Good swine producers routinely practice sound pre-parturition management practices. Whether a central or individual farrowing house is used, facilities should be thoroughly cleaned and disinfected before use. Coordinating expected parturition or farrowing time to within a week will maximize use of facilities. It is important for the producer to properly feed the sow before and after farrowing. The sow at farrowing time should be in good condition, not so fat as to interfere with farrowing. The sow does not need feed on the day of farrowing. Sows normally farrow in the evening in a total time span of about 1 to 4 hours. Pigs normally are born with the head and front feet appearing from the vulva first, with a long umbilical cord in a thin membrane with a clear placenta tissue covering their bodies. The placenta tissue will usually dry and fall off the pig in a matter of hours, especially when the heat lamps are employed during farrowing. Whenever possible, baby pigs should be cleaned and dried and placed in a warm, dry creep area. Pigs should receive colostrum within about 30 minutes following farrowing. Colostrum is normally produced from the sow for about 72 hours following parturition. Occasionally, during parturition, vertebrates, including pigs, are born backwards. A hind feet first birth is known as a breech presentation. Following a rapid growth period in 5 to 6 months to about 225 pounds, the market hog is processed and yields fresh and smoked products popular throughout the world. In summary, the beginning of a new life is important, especially those of domesticated livestock. Through efficient management, cattle, sheep, and swine provide a wide array of products for human beings. This fundamental parturition videotape contained a summary of births of domesticated livestock. More in-depth information about cattle and swine reproduction can be obtained from viewing the following creative educational video productions.